All right, if you're running a business here in Australia, you know your best customers are often just down the street, right around the corner. But here's the thing, how do you make sure they find you and not the other guy? That's exactly what we're going to break down right now, mastering local SEO so you can become the go-to choice in your own backyard.
So let me just ask you this straight up. When someone in your suburb pulls out their phone and needs exactly what you sell, does your business pop up? Or are you kind of invisible online, losing out on this constant stream of customers who are literally nearby and ready to spend money? It's a huge, huge problem for so many businesses. And look, being invisible online, it costs you big time. Just get your head around this number. Almost half of all searches on Google are from people looking for something local. We're talking millions of searches every single day in Australia for things near me. If you're not showing up, you're missing out on a massive chunk of business that's right on your doorstep.
So what's the fix for this? Well, it's called local SEO. And the best way to think about it, it's like building a digital bridge, connecting your business directly to the people in your community who are already looking for you. At its core, a local SEO strategy is really just a specific set of techniques and tweaks designed to make you the star of the show in those geographically focused searches. It's how you get your business to jump to the top of Google Maps, into that little three-pack of businesses you see first, and in the normal search results when someone types in a suburb.
Okay, and this is super important to get. This is not the same thing as regular old-school SEO. You know, traditional SEO targets a huge, broad national audience. But local SEO? Nah. It's all about your neighborhood. It cares about things like your Google business profile, your listings in local directories, and of course, reviews from actual local customers.
I know, this might sound like a lot, but don't worry, it's not as complicated as it seems. We can actually boil a really powerful local strategy down to a simple 3-part game plan. Let's walk through it. Yep, that's it. It really just comes down to these 3 pillars. First, you've got to build a solid foundation. Second, you need to create content that actually speaks to local folks. And third, you have to earn their trust. Let's dig into each one. Part 1 is all about nailing the basics. Think of your Google business profile as your digital front door. It has to be perfect, totally filled out. Then, you build what are called citations. That's just a fancy word for getting your business name, address, and phone number listed consistently on key Aussie directories. This is basically how you prove to Google that you're a real, legit local business.
All right, next up, content. This is where you show Google you're not just located in a community, but you're an active part of it. So you create specific pages on your website for the main suburbs you service, and you write blog posts that answer hyper-local questions. So if you're an aircon company in Brisbane, you'd write a post titled, "The best time to service your AC before a Queensland summer." You've got to think like a local to write for a local.
And finally, you have to earn trust. This is huge, both for customers and for Google. It means you've got to be actively asking for Google reviews, and this is a big one, responding to every single one, good or bad. It shows you're listening. At the same time, earning local backlinks, maybe from sponsoring the local footy club or getting a mention in a community newsletter, acts as a massive vote of confidence. Okay, let's talk about the real prize here, the holy grail of local search, winning those near-me searches. These are the people who are literally standing there, phone in hand, ready to buy something right now. Their intent to purchase could not be higher. And get this, near-me searches have shot up by 900% in the last couple of years. That's just insane. This isn't some passing trend. It is a fundamental shift in how we all find local businesses. It's happening right now on mobile phones, probably just down the road from you.
So, how do you win them? Simple. You make it ridiculously easy for people on their phones. Your location data on Google has to be 100% accurate, no question. Your website? It needs to load in a flash, under 3 seconds. And your phone number needs to be a click-to-call button. One tap, that's it. Any friction, any hassle at all, and they're gone.
Okay, I'm sure you've got some questions swirling around. So let's do a quick-fire round and tackle the biggest ones that business owners always ask.
And here's the big one, right? The one everyone wants to know. You put in all this work. When can you actually expect to see a return on that effort?
Look, here's the straight-up honest answer. If you're in a crazy competitive market like Sydney or Melbourne, you're probably looking at about 3 to 6 months to really make a dent. But if you're in a smaller regional town where there's less competition, you could start seeing a real difference in as little as 4 to 8 weeks. The key is patience and consistency.
Okay, what about all the tradies out there? You know, the plumbers, the electricians, the mobile dog groomers. You go to your customers, they don't come to a shop. Can this whole local SEO thing even work for you?
Oh, absolutely. A massive yes. Google has something set up specifically for you called a service area business profile. It lets you hide your home address while telling Google exactly which suburbs and regions you cover. You can list up to 20 of them. For any mobile service, this is an absolute game changer.
So we'll end with this thought. After everything we've covered, the opportunity, the strategy, the tools, it all comes back to one simple question. Is your business visible to the customer who lives just down the street? If the answer is no, or if you're just not sure, well, now you have the framework to change that.